Do you know what today is? It's my child support day. Hey, I got a check. Hey.
My baby daddy's trying to get out of paying child support, so he's making me get a DNA test for our youngest kid. You guys are so quick to jump to conclusions. I only got $3,000 a month from him. That was $36,000 a year. That's not enough to live off of.
In the case of 22-year-old Jessica, Marcus, you are not. And in the case of 23-year-old Cassie, Marcus, you are not.
I ain't gonna run off.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's an evil world we live in.
DNA testing at birth.
Mandatory.
Mandatory DNA testing at birth. I don't agree with that.
She belongs to the streets.
Check that baby. Like, what? Check that baby. I don't care what nobody say. Check that baby. You never know. You never know.
But
so today is Friday and I got my child support check and I don't know what to spend it on. I'm gonna go leave my kids at their grandmother's house and I'm probably gonna go out drinking with my husband, go out and gamble a little bit, maybe go shopping. The kids don't need anything because I provide everything for them, so I might just go ahead.
And why do you need child support? Like, what?
And splurge on myself with my little child support check. What do you girls do when you get child support?
Here in my hand is my child support check that I have been waiting on for 6 months.
I just want you to know that I know. Nevaeh is not mine.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. You are shaking.
I know.
I feel your nervousness from here. Are you okay?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm perfect.
Okay.
I just want to get it out there. I want to know the truth. That she deserves it. She deserves everything.
In the case of Benning versus Bodine, when it comes to 23-month-old Robin Benning, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Benning, you are not the father. I'm very sorry.
It doesn't matter. I'm still going to be there.
Mr. Benning, what are your hopes?
I hope Jermaine's mine. I really do. It'd be good to know at least one of my kids is mine. Yeah. I'm looking forward to spending all the time I can with him.
All right. Well, let's get these results. In the case of Benning versus Bodine, when it comes to 6-month-old Jermaine Benning Jr., it has been determined by this court. Mr. Benning, you are not the father.
What the?
Oh my God.
Like, imagine being the dude that takes care of a kid for years, and like you find out the kid is not even yours. Like, what do you even do in that situation? It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Benning.
I got cribs and playpens and toys, and I've done everything that I do, and...
Miss Bodine, do you know who Jermaine Jr.'s father is?
No, Your Honor. I didn't know that was going to come out like that.
What?
When they did a data collection of all of the paternity test centers in America, they found that 32% of fathers who got a paternity test were indeed not the father of their children. Now, you got to take this with a grain of salt because these were the men who already had suspicions, but y'all not hearing me. This problem is so bad in Jamaica, it's about 70%. When the men's rights activists in Jamaica wanted to make it so that paternity tests were mandatory at birth, they said that they wouldn't allow it because it would cause too much femicide, meaning too many men would find out that their children are not actually their children and they would end up harming the women. They thought it was so...
Which country, wasn't there a country in Europe that banned that? Was it like France or something? Like you're not allowed, like it's illegal to have a paternity test or something like that. That shit is insane. Like what? Man, after seeing all of this, would you like, bro, would you have a kid with a Western woman if you know this was the chance?
So bad that they shouldn't even make it a thing. In France, this problem is so bad that you're not even allowed to get a paternity test.
France, that was the one.
Unless it's ordered by a judge. They said, and I quote, that it would destroy and destabilize communities if they had mandatory paternity tests at birth. We literally have access to the alien technology that allows us to make sure that every father is actually providing for children that is biologically theirs, and our states...
It's like they want to protect the promiscuity of these women. If paternity tests were mandatory, how many of these women would actually start to get their fucking act a little together and stop sleeping with fucking half the city?
And governments are going, nah, because that would mean women would have to be accountable for the decisions that they make. And if you have this conversation with some women, they will really act offended. All I'm going to say is I never seen somebody wearing real diamonds afraid of a diamond test.
They would rather throw the men under the bus and prevent them from even knowing if they're raising their own children to protect women who lied and cheated on them. They claim it's to protect the family, yet the only one tearing the family apart is the one who decided to cheat, not the person who wants to know if they were cheated on. But instead of criminalizing cheating to prevent it from occurring, they would rather criminalize DNA testing to prevent the men from ever finding out.
DNA test has done more harm than good to the society. At this point,
if you meet a woman who says ban DNA test or DNA tests are bad, do you trust that woman? Would you have children with that woman? I sure as fuck would not. Bro, that's already, that's like that tells me immediately that you probably sleep with more men than I have ever met in my life. Let's just say that.
Make them ban DNA test. In fact, everybody should stop conducting DNA tests.
The only women who say things like that are the ones who cheat on their husbands and know for a fact she's tricking him into raising kids that aren't biologically his. Their accountability is so bad, they think the DNA test is what caused the problem, not them cheating and getting pregnant by another man, then lying to their husband about it.
So, unpopular opinion, a DNA test should be mandatory for any male that wants to be placed on a child's birth certificate. I know like a lot of people aren't going to like that, but if it was just something that was mandatory, it should just be no argument, no nothing. If it's his child, it's his child. And if it's not, there's just so much more that goes into just like knowing.
I wish there were like a lot of people, I think more and more people are going to be like against it for like safety reasons. Like, do you want the government to have the DNA of you and your child? So I hope there's some kind of thing that is created where the government does not have access to your genetic code, because that I don't even know what the ramifications of that are for the future. Whatever technology, whatever dystopian technology is getting made, I definitely, for one, do not want the government to have my genetic code. Like, what? But I hope something is made where like some kind of like private thing, like when the test is done, everything is erased 100%. I hope something like that is created.
Who you are and your identity based off of both of your parents. Like, I was just thinking about it because there was a video that went viral about a man that went to jail for not paying child support for a child that wasn't even his. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now?
Come spend a day with me living on my child support. So I wake up and I instantly pray to the gods. I manifest that my baby daddy gets a better job so I can have more child support.
I've just come out of a marriage.
These types of women want to be children forever. Like, the thing is, they want somebody else to take care of them forever. That shit is...
And my life is really just all over the place. And it's a lot. I mean, it's a lot for me. So it'd be a lot for a potential partner to have to deal with me. And I mean, like, I literally think that last week I've had some sort of mental...
Bro, like, these women age like milk, bro. This woman looks like she crawled out of a coffin. Like, what?
breakdown. But I'm fine again now.
DeKalb County man claims a major triumph in his 3-year quest to protect men from paying child support for children they didn't father. Last year, he helped change Georgia law, and today his work was put to the test with his own future on the line. Fox 5's Lisa Crane has the story.
Okay, the first case is Tony Odom versus Carnell Smith.
But it was a case that didn't make it into open court. After years of fighting, a judge today ruled Carnell Smith was not responsible to pay child support to a child he did not father. Almost 3 years ago, a DNA test proved that the then 11-year-old girl he had thought was his own was not his child. But in Georgia, that didn't mean the end of his own obligation to financially support that child. Smith turned his case into a crusade and helped shape paternity fraud legislation that passed last year. Today, his case was the first to test the new law, and in chambers, the judge terminated his parental rights and obligations.
I feel this is a major victory for defrauded victims everywhere.
There were a lot of people watching this case, like Reverend Randall Robinson. Through DNA testing, he discovered that some of the children he had always thought were his own weren't.
In a previous marriage, and 2 out of the 3 children are not mine. At that time, I still was ordered by the court to pay child support.
It's insane how some of these women, they can get a child, they can get impregnated by who they want, and they can have some simp take care of their kid for them without ever telling them. That is an extremely scary thought. Never be that guy. Never be in that position. You have to like thoroughly vet your woman and make sure like just don't. Ugh.
Now, this is the first real test of this new legislation, but it appears right now that even after a man proves he is not the biological father, he must still come to court to end his child support obligation. Smith says there's still work to be done in Georgia.
We're going to ask that there be a truth in pregnancy disclosure, that we believe that mothers who know there's more than one person that could be the child's father should be required to make that declaration before the court in the very first hearing.
In DeKalb County, Lisa Crane, Fox 5 News.
Carnell Smith is also working on similar legislation in more than 20 other states and in several other countries. He says he would still like to have contact with the now 14-year-old girl he thought was his daughter, but he says that's up to her mother.
Yeah, if in the beginning the woman says, oh, there might be a chance somebody else is the father, that kind of clears things up. But if the woman lies, and then they test and find out, oh, the child is not this guy's, like this guy is not the father, somebody else is. That means the woman lied in the beginning, straight from the beginning. And that should kind of like prove everything. Like, then the dude is free. He has no obligation. Like, the woman lied from the beginning. They had malicious intent with chaining this dude up financially for a child that isn't even his. Like, what?
So here's a doozy of a question. Can I put my boyfriend on my child's birth certificate, even though we both know he's not really the bio dad? So, yeah, you can do it. No one is going to stop you, but you need to know that it is paternity fraud, and you're not being really fair to everyone involved, including your child. Okay? There's no website.
Yeah, but a lot of these women are petty as fuck, and they'll do it anyway.
23andMe, Ancestry.com. What about in later life when your child discovers if they go on one of these websites and takes a paternity test or genetic marker test, that your boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, whatever the case may be, is not really his or her dad. Is that really fair to your child? Lying? No.
She's right. It's unfair to everyone involved. However, she makes the mistake of thinking those types of women care at all how fair it is, as they're only interested in what best serves them. All they heard while watching that video was, yes, you can lie, and put him on the birth certificate. Everything else went out their other ear. They already assume they won't be caught, and even if they are, it's a slap on the wrist.
Don't swipe now. Come back here. Hey, ladies, did you know that paternity fraud is now a crime? Yeah, let's talk about House Bill 2689, because they locking y'all up.
I'm going to make my money one way or another. Even if that means locking you up, I'll make my money off of you being locked up.
Oh, yeah. And this hookup culture? Oh, yeah, that's a wrap, because they're making it so you can no longer get child support off of one-night stands. If that man wasn't in your life, let me tell you.
Not only are they making it mandatory.
Really? They made a change like that? Oh, bro, that is fantastic. That means like you can sleep with a girl and like then you don't have to pay child support, right? Because things happen, and the thing is, you should kind of not indulge. Definitely, if you're a woman, I think it is far worse to indulge in hookup culture if you're a woman. As a man, you can get away with it a little bit, but the thing is, even for a dude, if you indulge too much, it does damage you in the end. So yeah.
For the man to get a DNA test before he signs a birth certificate. But now they're like, look, you're not going to be able to get any money off of this man if he was not
Sorry, I'm a little sick.
actively, long-term, a part of your everyday life.
Ms. Laura?
Yes, ma'am.
You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
I'm trying to get my baby back.
Okay.
I have two babies.
Okay.
And I just had another baby with my boy. He's not my boyfriend anymore, but he hit my first baby, so Houston got to take him, and I want him back because I'm not with that boyfriend anymore.
So Houston took the baby, or you lost the baby?
Either way, Houston has the baby, and I want it back.
No, it's not either way. It's you lost the baby. So did somebody intervene and take the baby away from you? And
Yes,
give the baby?
ma'am. They took the baby and gave him to Houston.
Okay.
And I want him back.
Okay. And you...
For a woman to lose a child, that I don't know, like that. For a woman to lose the child and the dude gets it, that means the woman had to do something pretty fucking bad with how the courts are.
Have a new baby with your ex-boyfriend?
Not ex-boyfriend, ex-boyfriend.
So you guys are no longer together?
Correct, ma'am.
How old is this new baby?
How old's the new baby?
Yes.
Like 8 months.
And you're done with him after 8 months?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I was done with him like 10 months ago. The baby's 8 months.
Oh, okay. So before the baby was born?
Yes, ma'am.
Did he come to the birth of the child?
No, I didn't want him around.
Oh, okay. All right. So you now want to get custody back from him?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
From Houston.
Who does the baby live with?
Me.
The baby? No, my baby lives with me.
No, not your child. How many children do you all have between you?
Just one.
Just one. And the child lives with him?
Yes, ma'am.
And you want the baby back?
Yes, ma'am.
How long has the baby lived with you?
The baby? It's been living the whole time.
Oh, okay. And how old is this child?
5.
5. Oh. And you expect to get child support?
Yes, ma'am.
And the child has been living with him for almost, it's a boy or girl?
Boy.
His whole life?
Yes, ma'am. Well, when I get my
That's like, even like this such a like scam thing to do, but like even when you think about like the child, just think about the child for a second. The child has grown up a place for 5 years and has gotten to know the world, and suddenly you want to rip that out, and the child has to, like, that is just damaging for the child. It is still developing, You can't do that. Hell no.
Baby back, I want child support, yeah. He makes way more money than I do. I want my baby back and I want child support.
I'm sorry, you have to.
It's great that these women are so blunt on their like stupidity. That's one thing. So if you're an idiot and you're a lustful idiot and you just blatantly ignore the fucking red flags that are in front of you when you're dating these women or sleeping with them, then you're kind of an idiot if you end up in a position like this. I guarantee you, I promise you, the signs are there. You're either too ignorant to see them, or you're just too much of a simp. You're too much of a weak dude to just let go, to leave. And you end up in these shit positions. Because I guarantee, I promise you, these women, they tell on themselves. You can, if you even know a little bit about female nature or women, Western women in general, like you, if you're just a half decent dude, you will never end up in these positions. Because you already see the game. But, yeah.
Excuse me, because nothing you're saying is making sense right now. You came to court to ask me to give a child back to you that was taken from you, that's 5 years old, that's pretty much lived with this man the entire time that he has been taken care of.
They took my baby away because my ex-boyfriend is an abuser and I'm not with him anymore, so I want my baby back.
Right, but the child hasn't been living with you. The child has been living with him.
Yeah, because of my ex, and I'm not with my ex anymore.
Yeah, so no, it doesn't work like that.
Bro, staying with your, probably she's gonna say your toxic ex is more important than being with your baby. Like, what the fuck?
It doesn't work like that. He would literally have to have given you the child back. And then you come in here, after you've been having the child for some time, then you come in here and say, Judge, I want this to be changed. I've been having the child this entire time. I want him to pay child support. That would be a little bit more reasonable. But what you're asking for today is very unreasonable.
Okay, well, give me my baby back, and then I'll come back in a while and ask for child support.
Well, I can't give you your baby back because I never took your baby. Okay? Actually, nobody really took your baby. You lost your baby for your own negligence with your ex-boyfriend. That has nothing to do with me. Okay?
Look at that, bro. Not a single thought goes through that. Like, isn't it crazy? Like, look at that, bro. Nothing. Like,
now, fill me in.
She's asleep.
Over here. The baby was placed with you after the boyfriend hit the baby.
Yep.
And he's been living with you ever since then.
Yep.
You've been taking care of him.
Mm-hmm.
You pay for everything for the child.
Everything.
What does she do?
I visit.
She visits unsupervised.
Okay, congratulations. Financially, what does she do?
Financially?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Oh, that's what I figured. Okay, I see what's going on here. Yeah, and I'm not about to play this game with you. You're the one that's going to pay him child support today.
What?
Yeah, you are.
He makes like 3 times as much money as I do. I have to give him my money?
It's for the child, so yes, you do. You do. But the good thing is based on your income. You'll get credit for the other child that your 8-month-old, you'll get credit for that child. But yes, you are going to pay him child support. That's just the right thing to do. It's one child between the two of you, okay? And health insurance, I'm assuming you pay it.
Yes.
How much is it?
$66 a month.
$66.
I get it through my employer, so.
Huh?
I get it through my employer.
Okay, gotcha. And how much do you make a year?
$38,000.
$38,000. So I have your gross coming out to $3,200. That brings your net to $2,648.01. Giving you credit for the other child that you have. Your child support obligation comes out to $423.69 plus the $66 you're going to reimburse him for health insurance every month. So 66 added to 463.69 is 489.69.
489.69?
Did you need me to repeat it?
I'm asking you, 489. I have to give him almost $500 a month?
Yeah, that's how it works. Did you really think that I was going to have him pay you child support?
No, I just wanted my baby.
Oh, okay. So your first answer was no. So
Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay.
then you understand exactly why you have to pay child support. Is there anything else?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
If you enjoyed this video,
Bro, these women are getting crazy. If DNA tests are banned, child support should also be banned. Yeah, it's like, what? Why should you pay child support if you can never know the kid is yours? Like, what? These modern women cannot be trusted, bro. Aish. Why aren't women who put the wrong father on the birth certificate charged with falsifying a legal document? To those women calling for banning DNA tests, consider if your sons or brothers were victims of paternity fraud. No accountability whatsoever. Making DNA tests mandatory at birth is what would protect families. Banning it destroys families. No honorable woman would fear a DNA test. So what are we actually protecting here? We're protecting promiscuous women that we just want to sleep around with, like the every dude that is above 6 foot and makes fucking money they see on the streets, bro. These streetwalkers, bro. Paternity fraud should be a felony. I only got 3,000 a month from him. Are these muppets utterly delusional? That shit is insane. If the truth destroys a community, the community was a sham to begin with. The fact that paternity tests would destabilize an entire economy is a whole nother problem. How many women are making these choices while the majority of them are saying men are the problem? Bro, this is a thing, bro. If you even have like 2 brain cells, you should have fucking already figured out. These modern women are not it. These Western modern women are not it in this, secular world, bro. You go and look at other places that are more traditional, and this shit would never fly. The father is present in these women's lives. There's some women, if they're not married at a certain age, they still live with their parents, or they're being taken care of by their parents. And they, like, you can meet a woman in like let's say Poland, Romania, or probably other countries too, where the woman has a curfew and she is 26, 27, 28 years old, and she has a curfew, bro. Because it's just common sense what happens with these women, bro. If things start to go a little late and they go out for drinks and then suddenly, whoops, they sleep with a dude, and then boom, 10 more dudes, and then boom, 100 more dudes. This shit is just common sense. And if you can't see that, then you're an idiot. Just straight up. Men have been warning this shit for like probably over a decade now on social media. Accountability is pure poison to women. The fact that nobody talks about the book, whatever. If the mother insists the guy is the father, then as the father, he has the right to have the DNA test. Look at what all these people are writing, bro. Like, it's amazing how like how do these people think? Like, you can just lie and get infinite money. Like, you get an infinite money glitch. Like, this is not GTA, bro. This is not how it works. Mandatory DNA test as birth. To protect women, not family. If the truth can destroy something, then it must. Agree. Children have the right to know their biological father. These women never consider how their own actions affect their children. It's because they don't give a fuck about the children. They just wanna, like, a lot of these women, they pit, like, they like, if they do get the kid, they give like these stupid ideas to the kid that the father is a deadbeat, that he's a bad person, and the kids start to think negatively of their own father, because these women, they're so petty and vindictive and all that they'll say whatever they must to have the children not like you. And it's really, they don't give a fuck about the children. They just want to hurt you, the dude, which is fucking insane, bro. Yeah. Anyway, boys, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll catch you boys on the next one. Take care of yourself.